Well, hello, friends. Welcome back to a new weekly vlog and say hello to the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. She is my new queen. She's going to be with me getting ready this morning so you can see the new camera in all her glory. I'm a little afraid because I think she's a little more detailed than the other one, but hello, this is me. This is what I look like. I am going to just kind of clean everything here. I'm not gonna blow dry or anything. It's gonna be an 80-degree day, but I am gonna put in my heat protectant. I'll probably want to straighten my hair at some point, but right now I'm just living and we're just getting her done. So this morning I have nothing. I have PRT therapy at 2. I had a client consultation call, but she had to reschedule because she got a doctor's appointment. And I was like, Queen, I have also been navigating the healthcare system lately, and you do you, boo. I understand how important it is to like snatch up an appointment if you can get one. So she is going to do that. And we are going to 3-day. I only have like a few things on the agenda to get done, as far as I know. So very much looking forward to that. I'm gonna answer some emails, get some stuff over. Emails are probably going to be a little time intensive this morning. I need to look at a report that another potential client sent over to me, like a web report of like how they're performing, to like address any issues or like help them kind of navigate that. It is a referral from a current client, which I'm very grateful for. He's another chiropractor in town. And the chiropractor I work with referred him. They're friends, and yeah, I think we'll be able to transform his website into something much more beautiful than it is right now. No tea, no shade, but I think he definitely needs it. And then he's also interested about, SEO and accessibility. So that's going to be either part of the process or like a whole other endeavor. He might just start with like what I optimize for like basic SEO. And then of course I meet the accessibility standards, but he might need to hire like an SEO expert. So like my gal Holly, I might be looping her in eventually. But for now, we're just gonna go forward and prosper with a new design on a new platform, and hope that that will kind of resolve some errors. But I haven't dipped into his report, so I guess I can't really say yet. So he wants my take on that, and then we'll schedule a call and we'll get going on his site, which is very exciting. I'm excited to get some like web designs again. I wrapped up my last one in April and I have just been clearly unwell. I actually realized that some of my Squarespace messages were flagging as spam. I think what happened is I accidentally flagged the sender address as spam instead of clicking a link below when like I got a spam submission. And there's like a specific area where you have to flag it so it doesn't flag like Squarespace and you don't lose like your email communications. And because I was so unwell, I was like barely keeping up on work the past month. And so I missed them in my spam box. So there were like 2 emails that came in the same day from these 2 potential clients, and I missed them for 12 days. So that was not great. Both of them are still interested, thank God. But yeah, I just have not been on top of my shit. My email box is like empty. Like I'm keeping up on client stuff, but just yeah, trying to like market the business and stuff has not been a top priority while I've been like medically unwell. But I'm feeling better. Also, I started the wean. My doctor okayed it to wean off the Klonopin this week. So at first we're going to start with half a dose twice a day since I've been taking a full dose twice a day. And then after a week of that, we'll move on to a half a dose once a day. And then after a week of that, I could take a half a dose like every other day if I wanted to, which I probably will do because I guess like we'll see how I'm feeling. But it's just kind of scary to wean off this kind of drug. Like you can have a seizure if you like stop really abruptly. It's like not the greatest. It's a very serious drug. And so I'm a little bit apprehensive from like that side of things, I guess. But I trust my doctor, obviously. So I actually see her in a couple weeks. So we'll be right at the end of the wean. And maybe then I can decide. And then at that point, I will have a more realistic idea of how much the sertraline is working. And so at that point, we might up the dose. I really hope I don't need to. I feel like I'm thriving. As like an anxiety update, I literally have not felt anxiety in like a long time. I mean, like a little bit, but like I'm chilling. Like she is like, what is it? Cup half empty, cup half full, whatever. She is like living her best life. I told my therapist it's like rose colored glasses, but it's not in like a negative way of like being naive. Like just truly like life is great. And the Portland trip was better than I could have ever imagined. Everything's going really, really well, but it's almost like I'm afraid to jinx it. And like I'm waiting for the shoe to drop, which isn't healthy. But it's like more of a fleeting thought than like a rumination. And I don't know if I've ever shared, yeah, I probably have, that my therapist attended like an OCD conference and he was like, there's this new, and I mean, not new concept, but like new coining of a term in the UK, I want to say, called pure O. And it's when you don't have like physical, like rituals, like people like wash their hands until they bleed, like things like that. This is more like obsession and like rumination in your head, and that is like the main symptom. And he thinks that I might have a little bit of OCD in addition to the anxiety, which sertraline helps both, so that's great. But it's not like becoming a loop. With like reassurance seeking or like tracking or like Googling or investigating. I just feel kind of like, oh, there's that anxious thought. Like there's a little bit occurring there. And I'm feeling that way with like work emails, like literally everything that used to like stress me out. Health stuff, work emails, plans, the way the trip went, rain, like unexpected plans. Whereas like Jared was getting really flustered and I was just like, dude, like it's fine. And I usually am not that person. I'm the one who's like, oh my God, we've got to get there or whatever. I'm just like noticing changes in myself. And it's like really cool to see. But also I like don't feel like a different person. And that's kind of like, I think what people fear when they start this kind of thing is that they're going to lose like their whole personality. And that was not the case for me. And like a lot of people, it shouldn't change your personality. It should just kind of like, what my therapist said was like, increase your bandwidth. So like, then you can like focus on the things in therapy and like really get better and all of that. So, it just kind of like, it, takes the edge off and like, heightens your tolerance baseline, if that makes any sense. So it's not that you're like never anxious again. I guess if you're on like the full dose, maybe you wouldn't, but the goal is not to numb you, it's just to like improve you. So interesting, like how many of my friends I'm now discovering are on SSRIs. Literally one of my like dear friends who's like older than me and is just an icon. I would never picture her as like an anxious person. She even said, we were out to coffee yesterday and she was like, yeah, I've been on one for years. And I'm like, oh, period. Okay, so like people are taking this and I'm the loser who's missing out. So I think it just kind of reaffirmed everything for me. And like literally everyone who hears me talk about this is like, oh my God, you're gonna love yourself. So I'm just very excited. I'm very excited to see how it goes. I'm a little nervous to get off everything, but it's not what it was before. I think you'll notice a couple of vlogs back, it like was scary to me. Like, oh God, I'm gonna have to like wean off the support drug and like, I don't know if I'm ready and like kind of still like catastrophizing and like worst case scenarioing. Right now, I'm just kind of like taking it day by day. I'm anticipating something, but not like, I don't know, like doom thinking about it. I'm able to like more realistically take a step back and be like, okay, well, it might suck a little bit, but like it's never going to go back to where it was. And I wasn't there a couple weeks ago. I definitely was still like, oh my God, we can't trust this. We need to stay on alert. And that's some of like the parts work with like little Katie and everything that I'm working on. But yeah, I feel like I feel better about it overall. So we're on the up and up. But I am going to get into things and really just thrive. Jared is out for an hour at his therapy session. So I'm just gonna get into work. I might honestly like film some videos eventually. I need to film reels for my business tomorrow. So I will do that, and I'm going to use the new camera. I cannot wait to see. Also, sorry for the blinds and the lines through my body. It's a beautiful little pre-summer's day. Okay, we're giving our new Micron pens a whirl. I think I'm gonna do probably this one first. Oh shit, that's actually thicker. I forgot that I bought one with like a thicker tip. That one's for different things. Sorry about it. This one's permanent though. Very tiny, tiny. I think she'll be fine though. I'm gonna do a little bit of journaling in the sunshine. Gerardus is heading inside. He has been enjoying his new video game. I'm gonna be journaling, and I think I want to get like some computer stuff done after this. I don't know. I worked a lot on these spreads yesterday, so I kind of don't think. Well, I need to make one more spread. The chipotle mayo fell off. Asinine. Asininery. Yeah, we're gonna need to figure out how to hold that on. Maybe I'll try the double-sided tape this time. I tried the school glue, and I don't think it works on aluminum foil. So that's the latest. And then I wanted to start like my birthday spread and like some other ones, but I finished the Portland spreads. I need to do week 5. And then week 4, I need to journal. Week 3, I need to journal. So I'm going to get a couple things done. I also have to write the letter to myself in here. So we're going to get to some journaling. Friends, I just filmed all of the videos I needed to get done. That was such a saga trying to fucking pair the shit. So if you don't know, this is the new camera, the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, and then I own the DJI Mic 3. I have 2 transmitters, so like 2 mics, and this one will not stop pairing, and I just like, I don't understand. I have not read anything. I've kind of just learned it like through the journey. I just have like no idea. I have no idea how to do everything. My allergies are like hella acting up too. I'm pissed about that. But I recorded like 10 videos or some shit. It was kind of crazy. And I just used like talking points before. So I didn't like lose the plot. Anyway, I used talking points. Chat helped me out a little bit, but I had so much inspiration that I wanted to get out. I did one on like ADA. I did like a 3-part HIPAA violation series. I did one about like red flags when hiring a marketer. Because if you know the tea, you know the tea. Yeah. Gagged. So a lot has been happening like in our community the past week, and I really wanted to jump on like the conversation while it's hot. Say hello. Oh my god, I still have not figured that out. The gimbal's like going all over the place. I don't know what's happening. The Oli salad, if you have not tried, is #1 at Owl's Nest.
It really is.
We're over here, downtown Oli, Owl's Nest, so slay. And I brought my 50-pound journaling bag. So we're gonna try on this little table to do some damage here. Alright friends, we are back home after our beautiful little book club journaling fiasco. We went to Owl's Nest. As you saw, we got those beautiful salads and a really yummy coffee drink. I can't remember the name of it, but it was like coconut something, like island time, I don't know. So good and so cute. Jared is out doing the yard and I'm going to get some cleaning done. It is Saturday. And so I need to clean out the fridge, clean the toilet. I did a whole house vacuum yesterday, so I set myself up for success, and there is like barely anything we need to do. So let's get after it. Good morning, everybody. We're heading to my parents' house. We are going to mow their lawn, and before that we're gonna get some bagels and coffee at our favorite place. It's called Avenue Coffee. If you haven't been there, Avenue Espresso. It's so delicioso. It's like Jared's fave too. So we're gonna do that. I think I'm just gonna like sit out in the patio and edit stuff and get her done. Hello friends, I wanted to pop in and end the vlog here. It's a very short one this week, I know, but I was kind of just getting back into it, learning this new camera. I still have a lot of learning to do, but I wanted to give you a little update on how I'm feeling, an update on the weaning, all of that. So this week, I'm actually about a week and a half behind on editing vlogs now. This week that you're watching right here was the first taper on the weaning off of the clonazepam. And I will be honest, it definitely did kind of kick my butt. I was very tired, and I felt like the anxiety kind of creeping back in, and therefore like the dizziness kind of creeping back in. But overall, it went great. Very, very grateful for it. And each wean, each taper is just kind of like another little blip. But I know we're getting closer to the finish line, and I'm so, so happy. We also finally finished Ted Lasso, and I'm so sad because I love that show so much. So now we're moving on to rewatching Cougar Town. I grew up on that show. I think I probably stopped watching like season 2 or 3. I could be wrong. But I was like 13 or something when it first aired. And so I watching that, showing Jared, it's the same like co-creator or whatever as Shrinking and Ted Lasso. Cougar Town is also one of his babies, and I just love Courtney Cox and just all of that. So anyway, really, really good. Really problematic humor, but it's just really funny. It's a feel-good, like, you know, sitcom. So trying to stay in that land to kind of like get me through this. But overall, it's been going really well. I need to show you guys our yard and everything Jared did. He kicked butt this week, and he did like more edging. He put fresh mulch like in the beds. He like edged with the mulch, and then he got our yard looking beautiful. So it's looking less and less green as we get some temps, but it's looking so good, so clean. So I will show you that either next vlog or the one after. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for coming along this week. I was just a very chill, feel-good week. It feels good to have like moments of normalcy again. So I'm very much looking forward to the upcoming weeks and taking you along for more. So stay tuned, and I will chat with you soon. Bye.